So, everybody, we are here for another role-playing episode where we see one of New Leaf's many adventures, and today's adventure starts when New Leaf gets an interesting assignment from a professor of his.
Well, New Leaf, I do have something for you to do. You see, I need a pony to research on deviation and tell me about the correlations between fire magic and a little bit of celestial dust, and I do know there's a certain method you could use, so I insist you use that one and then get right to work. I'm talking about the method of combustion, of course, but I'm sure you're aware of it.
Yes, Professor, I am gonna get right onto this. I just do have to make a little bit of research to see if my methods are actually gonna match up properly. Okay. Well, I better get to it, sir, and I'll deliver the work shortly. Alright then, every pony, so let's immediately get to this. So, I do have to say, though, something tells me that his method, it seems off, every pony. I don't believe you would use a combustion to find such a correlation. You would have to probably... Something tells me we'd have to distill every pony. I'm not sure, though. I don't usually like questioning a professor's thoughts. I mean, this is a pony who's done this subject for years, and you know, you'd expect him to know everything, and it's not always easy. But let's see. I think finally, you may know something about this. You have a book. Let me get this one. The City Under the Stars. This is probably where we want to start here. Yeah. All right, every pony. So I'm gonna take this book to my little secret lab, and we're gonna see what it is there, but something tells me that maybe his method is wrong. I don't know. It would be awfully rude for me to tell him that he's wrong, though. I mean, I guess I could try. But I do have to make sure that I'm, actually right on this, every pony. You can't just go outside and make assumptions based on these things. No. And I will tell you that there is a secret lab, so let's really quickly stop there and see what we can find. So, every pony, let me open this book and see what it was. Wait. As a proud graduate of the Canterbury University, it's my honor to edit the 43rd edition of this seminal classic. Sheesh. Apparently, transitions defy literature. Alright, so let me real quickly go ahead and... I believe every proper unicorn who wishes to do a little bit of science needs their own little place where they do these things, and I know this is technically Twilight's, but you know what? There's a secret inside of the secret inside of a secret. Okay, so let's see. Let me actually go over here just properly and see if we can find some proper results, but I think I'm right. The order of the motion of stars, I think that's where we have to begin. I'm looking for a certain kind of dust. Now we'll then combine it with said liquid, and then we should have a proper reaction, every pony. I have to be prepared. Okay, let's actually leave, and we'll see what happens. Though I do wonder, where do I actually find this dust, though, every pony? I do have to probably talk to Meadowlush, maybe. Well, we'll see what she thinks, but something tells me she might... I don't know what she'll think about this. I mean, I should be a pony who, sort of abides to rules and not be too much of a rebel, but at the same time, I have a pretty good idea that I'm right. It's not always right. It's not always easy to put your hoof down. It's something that is, I suppose, a little bit tricksy to do. Okay, I am really quickly going to find this powder, and we'll just see what this does for me. Okay, time to collect this dust, and I think it's a green colored dust. Or, wait, it exists in yellow as well. I suppose that should suffice. I'm gonna have this. Oh, here's a green one. Okay, I'm gonna take this, and then I probably am going to go back and really quickly putting these together, but most importantly, I at some point have to, report to the professor and actually show him or tell him what I found, because I don't want to come over as a slack pony. So I gotta keep pushing on, but I don't know what I'm even gonna tell him. I tell him that his method is likely to be off. I'm pretty sure I can prove this too. Let's see. Yeah, I'm probably just going to go ahead and really quickly figure out this trick and see if it actually corresponds with my method instead of his, and if it does, then that would be interesting. But something tells me it does every pony. I'm usually fine with these things, but wording it properly is usually the harder thing to do. Wait for it. If I do this properly, and if my method actually works, this should become a red crystal. Carefully does it. Wait, it is. I think, yes, that is definitely a red crystal. That is a proper reaction, and I tried combustion in this other, and that was only a slight yellow one, but I think I've gotten a stronger reaction with my method, so point proven, I suppose, but I still kind of need to write this down, and I guess I do have to eventually talk to the pony. Oh boy, I don't really want to, but I have to. Nothing beats hay fries right before you hit school. Alright, let's see. Wait, what is this? Some pony dropped something. Festive corn. I mean, festive corn. Huh? Whatever it is, it didn't make it into my pocket. Apparently, I'm full. Alright, let's talk to the professor. Hey professor, so, my work is kind of making some decent progress, and,
Oh, that's wonderful to know. You do remember how to use a proper combustion method, do you now?
Oh, why, yes, of course, I do know that method, and, I guess I kind of just have to refine it a little bit and, write everything down, and I think that'll be everything that's necessary.
Can't wait for your results. I have some pretty decent expectations.
Okay, I'll see you later, sir. Oh, boy. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna tell him? What am I gonna write in a report where I openly have to disagree with him? Am I even gonna write a report like that? This is truly a difficult decision to make, and not an easy one. I wonder if I could talk to one of my friends. Maybe they know what they would do in my case. Oh, hey guards, always ready to wave cheerfully at me. Maybe I should ask Hullaboo. He knows about being a little confident, and maybe he can help me make a good decision. Wait, I just saw something there. Oh. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he can help me make a good decision. I should probably ask him. Oh, hey Hullaboo. So Hullaboo, I kind of have the situation. I'm supposed to write a report about a method a professor suggested, and it seems like his method may be wrong, and I don't know what to do.
No, Leaf, have faith. Usually those professors know what they're talking about. Just use their method and you'll be fine. You probably have to do some revision or such. Anyway, do you have to plan a party?
Alright, bye Hullaboo. I guess maybe I don't know what to think anymore. I've checked everything. I've made a life experiment that I'm right. And yet ponies tell me to not do it, to follow the method that I know is wrong. Seriously, what does a pony gotta do? Besides drinking cocoa, I don't immediately know what's gonna help me make this decision. And if I do this wrongly, oh boy, am I gonna get in trouble with the school. I'm gonna have to do revisions, detention. Am I gonna get expelled? Oh, don't want to get expelled from school, but I know I'm right on this matter, and I would put my hoof down on this. There's no doubt it has to be this way. Even all the books point to it. Alright, I wonder where Meadowlush is. I wonder what she would do in my hose.
Oh, hey Daddy. You have a book that usually means something is up. What are you doing?
Well, Meadowlush, you see, my professor told me to do something and use a certain method, and I think he is wrong, but I don't really know how to tell it to him without getting in trouble or possibly upsetting the good professor.
When I'm about to upset a teacher, I usually smile super innocently. That usually works.
You're right, Meadowlush. I just don't know how to tell him or how to write something like this even. I don't want to come off as, rude.
Yes, and I think you're right. Usually you find those things. It's just a matter of saying the things. It's weird to say, but I think I know what you mean.
You're right, Meadowlush. Besides, the worst that could happen is him maybe disagreeing with me, but I don't think he's right, Meadowlush. We'll just see what he says, and if he reads my report and if I show him what I've done, he has to believe me.
I think you're right. I mean, if your results are fine and you have everything improved, then he has to say yes. I think you just have to believe.
Alright, Meadowlush, wish me luck. Okay, this is either gonna go horribly wrong or extraordinarily right. I guess this is something a little tricky to do, but it needs to be done, right? Meadowlush said that sometimes you just have to say things like this, even if they may not be comfortable things to say. Okay. Alright, Professor, I do have to report my findings. However, I have strong evidence that suggests your method may be off because it does produce an inferior result.
Well, New Leaf, can you prove your thesis? Do you have anything to support your claims?
I even have the crystal and a little bit of a report about what actually happened when I used your method and proved it against mine. And as you see, this is definitely a stronger reaction. I hope it isn't super offensive that I'm disagreeing with you, sir, but I can't deny my findings.
Oh, don't worry about that. That is what science is all about. Never forget that. Science was built upon ponies, always finding new ways of breaking boundaries and discovering new things. It is just about going ahead and taking what someone else used and improving upon it. It is a good thing to discuss and improve and always trying to grow as scientists. That is something that unites us all.
You're right. This is kind of the pride of a scientist, is to always break boundaries and discover the newest things, and only then can science truly advance. Thanks, Professor. I'm happy things turned out the way they did.
You wouldn't mind presenting your proof in front of the class. They'd love to hear the insights of an alicorn conducting science and pushing everything forward that we know. It's an amazing thing, and I'd love to have you in class for a little bit of a special lecture.
Oh, yes, I'll gladly accept. I'd love to tell all the ponies what I've discovered, and it's been an interesting ride. But I suppose that is the charm of science. Alright then, sir, but I do have to get going. My daughter's waiting at home, and I think she's earned herself a little bit of a present, so I'll be seeing you later. Alright then, but before I head home, I think I want to pick up something special for Meadowlush because she was right. And I actually might have to stop by the library a second time. I wonder if I can find the kind of story that would interest a little filly who also has a little bit of a tooth for science. Let's see. Finally, do you have something for little foals? The Settlers of Applewood. I will get this one. Thank you. Okay, so let's see what she's gonna think about this book. I know she usually likes listening to these tales, so I suppose I'm just gonna be reading this aloud to her. Besides, this has been an interesting day, but I tell you, I have never even prepared anything for an entire class. My experience with teaching is about me being the student not 100% of the time. So this is going to be something I have to come up with, but I'm pretty sure I know what I need to do, and I'm going to do it, and no pony's going to stop me. All right, then let's see. All right, Meadowlush, I have a little bit of a book for you, and you were totally right. So let's see what this is. So this is the story of the adventures of Sky Breeze, who is a very brave adventurer. It was too hot. Sky Breeze shifted uneasily, trying to find a cool spot underneath her blanket. She could hear the insects outside chirping. With each minute, Sky remained awake. It sounded more and more mocking. Sky Breeze woke... Oh, yes, Meadowlush. We are going to read the rest of this book later, but I really quickly want to get something good for later, because, you can't have dinner without something amazing, Lushy. Oh, wait. Do not read and walk. So, every pony, before I'm going to go and, have dinner with every pony at home. Let's see quickly. Look at this. The male pony's not even here. Is she giving up? Oh. Let's see. Oh. Alright then. But every pony, it is very true. I do have to learn to go ahead and, even if I find something someone has done, it's faulty, that I should not be afraid to say such. And it can be important to speak up, because if I never speak up, then how's the other pony supposed to know that he's wrong? It's best for every pony. That's why it's important to be assertive in whatever we do. Alright, let's go to Ponyville. I suppose before I go back to Meadowlush, I do want to visit a special place. Not many ponies know it exists, but the few that do know it exists like to keep quiet about it, because it is just the kind of place that is so calm and so quiet that you kind of want to enjoy it on your own. It's like a little bit of a big cake. You want to have as many slices for yourself as possible. Let's see, and it's just has to go this way. Wait. Oh, it is definitely this way. It's a little bit of a sneaker. Wait, there weren't even mushrooms there. I think that teleports to works. Yes, it does. What was that? There's some weird stuff going on. But every pony, I tell you, science is exactly that. It is always of people trying to be ambitious and trying to find out what's right. Because there's only one truth, every pony. Never forget that one. Alright, every pony. But I suppose with that, I thank all you lovely ponies so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. And remember, every pony, if you see a tall mountain, sometimes it can be worth climbing to the top to enjoy the view. Also, if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and you'll be notified whenever there's a new video. There's new stuff for you every single day, including a pony who tells you to sometimes sit down, relax, and enjoy the sunset.